this is just the beginning. His death actually kicks off a complete rebirth, the first step into his brand new life. And this is where it gets really clever. You see, his dying thoughts literally get turned into his new skills. The blinding pain he feels, boom, he gets pain nullification. The burning from the wound, he gets heat resistance. That panicked thought about needing his PC's hard drive wiped, that desire for information processing becomes an amazing skill called Great Sage. And his one big regret, dying a virgin, in a bit of cosmic comedy that transforms into a unique skill called Predator. So Satoru wakes up with this wild new skill set. But he's not some epic knight or a powerful wizard. No, he's been reincarnated as a slime. You know, one of the weakest, most basic monsters you could possibly imagine, a little blob. He finds himself in this dark cave. He's basically a blind, deaf, and mute ball of jelly. But it's right here, at rock bottom, that he's about to have the single most important meeting of his new life. Then, out of nowhere, this booming voice echoes inside his head. He has no idea who's talking, and the voice thinks his smooth, round body is a bald head. This is how he meets the legendary storm dragon, Veldora. I mean, the difference between these two is just ridiculous. You've got a nameless, powerless little slime on one side, and on the other, you have Veldora, a being so powerful he's considered a literal natural disaster. But they actually find some common ground in their loneliness. One is brand new and totally lost, and the other's been trapped in a magic prison for 300 years. And this right here, this is a total game changer. They hit it off and become friends. Veldora gives the slime his first name, Rimuru, and Rimuru suggests they share a family name, Tempest. That simple act gives Rimuru a massive boost in magical power, and officially makes him a named monster, which is a really big deal. So Rimuru cooks up this absolutely insane plan. Using that predator skill he got, he offers to just absorb Veldora, prison and all, right into his slime body. That way he can analyze the prism from the outside while Veldora works on it from the inside. Veldora is all for it, and just like that, one of the most feared creatures in the world vanishes. Okay, so he's finally out of the cave. Now the real adventure starts. Rimuru's not just some lost slime anymore. He's about to become a leader, and maybe even a king. And things happen fast. Right away, he finds a goblin village that's being terrorized by direwolves. He doesn't just beat the wolves, he gets them to join him, uniting these two enemy groups. Then he gives everyone names, which magically makes them evolve into stronger, smarter versions of themselves. And he pretty quickly realizes, hey, these guys need houses, clothes, and tools. And this is where his old life as a salaryman actually comes in handy. He understood organization, right? So he sets up 3 simple but really important rules for their new community. These rules aren't about being a dictator. They're about creating a society where everyone can coexist peacefully. It's the groundwork for a whole new kind of nation. So to get the builders and smiths they need, Rimuru heads over to the armed nation of Dwargon. And there, his healing potions, which are way better than anything they've seen, and his crazy ability to perfectly copy a master-crafted sword, well, let's just say he gets noticed really, really fast. Well, of course, there's some drama with a corrupt minister that ends with the best smith in the kingdom, Kaijin, and his buddies getting kicked out. Rimuru sees his chance and invites them all to come live in his village. With their skills on board, the dream of building a real city for monsters starts to look like a reality. All right, so building a nation is one thing. But what comes next? This is where the story gets some real heart. It's about connecting with others from his old world, and it leads to one of the most important moments in his new life. He runs into this mysterious masked adventurer named Shizu. He realizes pretty quickly that she's Japanese, just like he was, except she was summoned here as a little girl during the firebombings of World War II. She was saved by being bonded with a super powerful fire spirit named Ifrit, which gave her a long life and incredible power, but it came at a terrible cost. After all these decades, Shizu's body is finally giving out. As she gets weaker, Ifrit starts to take over, going on a rampage and threatening to burn down everything. Rimuru has no choice. He has to fight the spirit to protect his village and his new friend. Rimuru manages to beat and absorb Ifrit using his skills, but it's too late for Shizu. In her final moments, she asks him for one last thing. She doesn't want to be buried in this world that she never really felt was her home. She asks Rimuru to absorb her so she can just rest peacefully inside of him, dreaming of Japan. And he does it. He honors her wish. So now this little slime is carrying not only the powerful storm dragon Valdora, but also the soul and the legacy of the hero Shizue Izawa. By absorbing her, Rimuru gets this unbelievable new power. He can take on a human form. And the form he chooses is a younger version of Shizu. He's not just carrying on her will and spirit anymore. He's literally wearing her face. So let's just stop and think about that. We have a 37-year-old corporate worker who's now a slime, who's also the leader of a monster nation, who's carrying a legendary dragon inside him, and who now looks like a famous hero. His journey from here isn't just about getting stronger. It's about changing the very fabric of this world. The real question is, how is one little slime going to reshape everything?